More Natasha is coming up next. Welcome in. I'm Natasha Lloyd here for my favorite hour every few weeks I get to spend with Paul Woods, bringing you the best value on real true Italian bronze, cast in gold, sterling silver posts, all of that lovely detail, that luxury, the elegance that you can only find here at a price point that is unbeatable. How about 12 pieces coming up in our hour? You do have the option of gold tone or silver tone with this 12-piece set. $87 off. $87 off. Those are 6 of the clutch backs. Never lose an earring again. Never have the fumbling feeling of trying to put it in your ear perfectly. 3 different extenders, 1, 2, and 3 inches respectively. And those 3 magnet clasps that no one can get enough of, you're getting 3 of them. 3 of them. This is an easy $137 value now for under $50. Of course, we have 3 flex pays, and everything in this hour will be on free shipping and handling. So for less than $1 a piece, getting these home is a spectacular deal. I'm going to show you something else we have coming up in the hour. It will be our last item of the hour, but I just have to give you a sneak peek now. You have your choice of the Byzantine or the rope chain. You're seeing the Byzantine right now on Valerie, beautiful 18-inch chain there. Wow. This was the chain of emperors, and now you can have it home for under $50. But just a little word, there's a very special surprise that will be included with the purchase of this necklace for under $50, but we're not going to tell you just about that surprise yet. You'll have to wait till the end of the hour to see it. You will get your choice of Byzantine or rope chain. I'm actually wearing the rope chain, and you have your choice of that gold tone or silver tone as well. But you will have to stay tuned for the very impressive surprise. He's here. I feel him in the studio. When the hair starts to stand up on my arms, I know I'm gonna get an opera concert soon. It's Paul Woods, the ambassador of luxury, the man of the hour, and really one of the best gold and jewelry experts I have ever yet to meet. Paul, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. And I'll have to think about what opera to burst into.
Or 2 operas. Why stop at 1 today?
You know, I actually discovered a singer I wasn't familiar with. What's her name? Pretty Yende. She's from South Africa.
Oh.
And my gosh, her voice is so beautiful. If you don't know, Pretty Yende, she's just great.
Well,
I can't impersonate her. She's a soprano.
I love that. Oh, really? Oh, nice.
Very nice. Oh, we have these earrings.
Let's talk earrings.
I love these earrings.
We know that Bellezza makes the best earrings. It's all the hosts grab for when it's time to go out because they are light as a feather. They give off limitless sparkle and dazzle. You're seeing I'm wearing them right now in what we're calling the ribbed. It is in the gold tone. 1 1/4 inch length, which I do think is that wonderful, like kind of Goldilocks size. It's large enough to really make a statement, but still demure and everyday wearable. You'll see here the ribbed, and here is the ribbed in the silver tone. Home for $6 and change each, and I say each, why, Paul?
Because there's a little surprise.
What's better than a beautiful new pair of hoops?
2.
Beautiful new pairs of hoops. This deal is including the silver tone or the gold tone, not just the ribbed, but the ribboned as well. This is not an extra charge. You're getting all 4 pieces home for $13.33. I've never seen a Bellezza deal like this. Easily half off, free shipping and handling, and pure Italian bronze.
You know, it's Appreciation Month here, and this is the appreciation price. It's really basically a BOGO. Buy one, get one. Now, if you are new to Bellezza, you don't know us, we make the best earrings on earth. How do I know that? Hundreds and hundreds of you have told me that. And the reason we do is because we make the lightest, most comfortable earrings on the planet. We all know it's about comfort when you're talking about an earring. Let me show you what the Italians do that nobody else does. One, we start with pure Italian bronze, the metal of sculptures. Bronze is a very strong metal, so we can use a lot less of it to make an earring, but it's still durable. The posts, we always make them in sterling silver, so nothing weird is touching the inside of your ears. But the rabbit ears at the back are done in bronze. What does that mean? They'll never bend. You'll never have an earring that won't close anywhere because the sterling silver's soft and it always like opens up on you. Then this shape of this post, the curve, the length, the Italians can talk about that for hours because it determines how the earring sits in your ear. Look how beautiful that presentation is. Look at all the sparkle you're getting off that rib. Oh wait, you also get the ribbon. Oh my MGs. Isn't that so? Yeah, it's much better on the earring tree. So you are getting both pairs of earrings. Again, if you haven't tried Bellezza, this is where you start. We make the best earrings on earth, the most comfortable earrings. You will wear these earrings for the rest of your days or until your daughter swipes them out of your jewelry box, which happens all the time.
They are the evergreen style too. Everything goes with a hoop. T-shirt and jeans, got it. Formal evening, got it. You'll keep these hoops, a pair in your car, a pair in your purse, just to have them. If you realize your ears are naked and they need that little something, the hoop is always the go-to. They're just beautifully chic no matter what the occasion, and all ages as well. Remember, you're not just getting the lovely ribbon that you're seeing here on Valerie. If you do love that gold tone, you will be receiving with your $13 and change flex pay, no shipping and handling, not just that pair, but you also get the ribbed pair that I'm wearing. You will only choose which tone you love and prefer more, gold tone or silver tone. And I know people are grabbing both because you really don't want to miss out on a deal that's a buy one, get one. Think of your whole hoop wardrobe right now, Paul.
You know what, there is no easier way to update your wardrobe than a new pair of hoops. I mean, new pair of hoops, a new pair of sunglasses, you're done, right? So
right.
You got your favorite outfits from last year, don't replace those. Get yourself a new pair of hoops. Ooh, get 2 pair of hoops while you're at it, or get all 4 if you like. They turned out so well. They're so lightweight. They're so sparkly. When you see the shine on them, it takes your breath away. We do earrings better than anybody on the planet. I kid you not. I know because you've told me. You've told me they're the lightest. They're the most comfortable. Look at Natasha. There is no pull on her ear. No pull, no tug, nothing. These are the kind of hoops you can put on and chat on the phone with.
Oh,
or
you're
put
right.
on and fall asleep and you won't notice. Put on, talk on the phone until you fall asleep and you still won't notice. That's how good they are. Look how beautiful they are.
Oh my goodness. This is the ribbed. And I don't even know that the ribbed phrase does it justice because there are hundreds of facets here that are giving that dazzle, that sparkle, so much light. Now that is, of course, in the gold tone. And remember, if you love that, but you also love that more polished look, it was hard for me to choose between the two. Honestly, they're both spectacular. You will also be getting that polished ribbon there with the gold tone, this entire suite.
I'm going to steal your faceted word because that's a really great description because it does, you get all this faceted light coming off of it. Fantastic. Now the ribbon, so hot this year, right? We've all seen the bows and the ribbons and the thing that's on the dresses and the shoes. And we took it and we gave it a twist. And this is what the Italians do so well. They always say, I make it, but I make it with a twist. And they say it just like that. I'd like to pretend they don't, but they say it exactly like that. Remember Beverly Hills Cop when the guy made the espresso and he says, you want a twist? I make it with a twist.
A twist.
So they did a little twist, but they're so lightweight, 1 1/4 inches. You're not just getting the one pair, you're getting the faceted pair as well as the ribbon. You're just choosing, do I want sterling silver color or do I want the yellow gold color? Let me tell you how we make them. We work in pure Italian bronze, the metal of sculptures. Bronze is a strong metal, way stronger than gold, way stronger than silver. Because of that, we can use less metal in an earring, but still make it durable and feel luxurious. When you put them on, they're the most comfortable earrings you've ever worn. If you read the reviews, you'll see out there, so many of you say to me, I will never wear another brand of earrings as long as I live.
Amen.
Because these are the most comfortable. Here in our building, Natasha mentioned this, all the hosts grab Bellezza for their earrings, all the models grab Bellezza, all the stylists grab Bellezza. Anybody in this building who's wearing an earring goes for Bellezza first because they are comfortable. Comfy, wumpy, I like to say. And we've done them for you here in that beautiful faceted style, which we're calling ribbed, and the gorgeous ribbon style, which Val has on, looks so pretty. And you're just choosing, do I want the silver tone or the gold tone? And let me tell you how we make them. Pure Italian bronze, and then we layer them with 18 karat gold. The posts are always sterling silver on our earrings. Trust me, our manufacturers are like, can we stop doing that? I said, no. No, I want noble precious metal in the ears of the gals on here. So they're also hyperallergenic, which is great.
It is.
Look, you're not choosing which one do I want. You get both pairs. Both!
I mean, this, I know, and in my jewelry box, I have a whole row just for hoops, and guess what row is used almost every day?
I hope it's
It's
Bellezza.
my hoops. Well, I'm saying it's my hoops because they are the go-to. They're wonderful, they're chameleons, they're always on vogue, always. And this is the faceted in the silver tone. If you love her and you want that sparkle, I love that you're not having to choose between that or the ribbon. You'll also be receiving the ribbon. Again, 1 1/4 inch on the diameter of that hoop means you'll be seen across the room and they'll be comfortable, they'll be wearable, they'll never wear you. You will always wear a 1 1/4 inch beautifully on all ages, on all skin tones. Both of these are really, really lovely tones of that gold and silver tone there. And you're absolutely right. Weightless, luster, home for $6 and change each, because remember, we have 3 flex payments. We don't wait until the end of the 3rd to ship you your earrings. And Bellezza in this hour today is oh, excuse me, I thought we had that free shipping. It's a $3.50 on the shipping and handling on this one. So $6 and change per pair to get home here, because you are getting 2 pairs for a $13 flex pay.
For the best earrings
That's right.
on the planet.
Yep.
And I am so grateful that you guys love our earrings. I'm grateful that you tell me how great, how comfortable they are, how beautiful they are. It really rocks my world. Let me just show you something fun here, because if you focus on this ugly little brown ring that's in my finger, this is bronze. This ring was found in Mesopotamia and is carbon dated to the time Jesus walked the earth. This is bronze. It probably had gold on it at one point. These are bronze. This is a forever metal. These are forever metal. In 2,000 years, someone might find these buried somewhere and wonder, who was that stylish lady that had those gorgeous earrings 2,000 years ago?
Wow.
You might be that story like Rachel in the Bible who got 2 hoops of gold on her wedding. This is bronze. These are bronze. Forever metal. Because we work in forever metal, because we work in bronze, we have the lightest, most comfortable earrings on the planet. Don't take my word for it. You guys told me. So I'm delighted to bring you not 1 pair, but 2 pairs. So we don't do this, right?
No.
I think once a year we do it. This is the time, it's customer appreciation, when we step it up and make sure that you just get to have 2 new pairs of earrings to start your spring off just right.
And how wonderful. I'm telling you right now, the 1 1/4 in this gold, a lot of you are loving the gold faceted, and you're about to see them on our model Valerie as well. She's wearing them in that gold that I'm also wearing. If you love the gold, if you simply cannot have enough, and you are a huge Bellezza girl, just like I am, because they're actually the ones that you wear. Heaven forbid you lose an earring. Heaven forbid. It's unlikely to happen because of just how powerfully sturdy the mechanics are of bronze, that back will never become loose. It will always stay exactly as it's meant to stay, just like the sculptures of thousands of years that Paul is mentioning. I love that. But heaven forbid you lose an earring that cost you $3 and change to get home. Heaven forbid. These are the earrings you'll take everywhere. You'll take them to the office, you'll take them on vacation, you'll take them to the event, you'll gift them, you'll share them. These are the earrings that will get the most life, and yet they will last the longest. And that is just a dichotomy you don't expect.
You don't.
No.
We're not used to getting the best for less money. And here you're getting both pairs of earrings. You just choose, do I want the yellow gold color or do I want the silver color? Remember, we make them pure Italian bronze and we layer them with 18 karat gold. Remember that our posts are always sterling silver, so there's nothing wonky inside your ear. So not only are they comfortable, they're hyperallergenic and they're super stylish. Why? Because we work with Italians. Where does all style come from? Italy. A little bit from France, but not in jewelry. In fact, you know, if you walk into like the Red Box store, which is a French jewelry company, and you look at the stamp on their gold jewelry, made in Italy, even though they're a French company. If you walk into the Blue Box store here, which should be made in the US, it's not, made in Italy.
Wow. Wow.
They do it the best.
They do it the best.
They really do it the best. Oh, I'm so happy you're getting yourself a pair. Wait, 2 pairs. I'm glad
2 pairs. exactly.
2 pairs, good for you.
Yes, if you're just tuning in, it is for our customer appreciation. Really a BOGO, a buy one, get one at a profound price. Remember, they are each 1 1/4 inch in that diameter. You are getting both pairs. You only have to choose gold tone or silver tone, or go ahead and choose both, because for 26 and change, you'd be getting both sent to you. That's all 4 earrings. Let's talk bracelets. Stack, stack, stack. First time at this low price, half off. By the way, these are $45 off of the retail price here. You have a couple choices to make, and I do not envy you because they are not easy choices. This one is what we are calling the leaf. Here is the heart. I love the heart. These are the Mariner chain. So you have 3 different chains to choose from, and then you also have your choice of small at 6 3/4, medium at 7 1/4, or large at the 8-inch length. So truly everyone is invited to the party, but as you'll see here, and I'm wearing 2 of them, 1 tells a whole story, 2 makes it epic, and 3 is unforgettable. If you can, at this price, because you're getting them home for under $10 a piece, I say stack them up.
Oh yeah, it's all about stacking. Are you kidding? One of you wrote me and said, if you can still bend your wrist, you don't have enough on. I was like, I am following your lead.
I need way more then.
Way more, yes. Here, throw things on.
Okay.
Listen, it's Bellezza. And the nice thing about Bellezza is we have the exact color of 18 karat gold, Italian 18 karat gold. And so maybe you're blessed, maybe you have some gold jewelry. You can add Bellezza to your stack, and now it looks like you have more gold jewelry because it looks exactly the same. We've done this for 14 years. Millions of you love what we do, and you love us most because the color is perfect. We work in Italy in pure Italian bronze, and our beautiful jewelry lasts and lasts and lasts. And folks really appreciate the value. You're here on Customer Appreciation Day. Hello, how many dollars off was this?
It's $45 off the retail price. If you get all 3, you're saving $135.
Ooh, good man.
Look at all 3. Wow, there's almost a cuff effect.
There is kind of a cuff effect.
It's very elegant, very chic, and truly on trend always. When is a gorgeous, perfected, flawless gold chain not on trend? But how much would this cost if this was solid gold? We're talking $20,000 to get the 3?
Oh, I was going to say probably about $6 grand a piece.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, come on.
18, 20 with tax, I guess. Is how that would work
Come
out.
on.
And most of us don't spend our money that way, but we want the look. We see the celebrities, we see the athletes, we see the singers, the rock stars, people, you know, our idols wearing so much beautiful gold jewelry. And they wear it because it's aspirational. Gold today, $3,100 and some odd dollars an ounce. It was $35 when I was in high school.
My goodness.
We're talking 100 times more expensive than it was before. My mom had some gold. She sold it long ago. Most of us did. We saw the price, we're like, I'm not gonna wear that, I'll sell it.
Wow.
Buy a car or something. So you get the look though. And that's what we want. We want the look of Italian solid gold. We want the feel. We want the compliments that come with that. This is very well reviewed. It's never been at this price before.
Gorgeous.
The folks who left the nice reviews have paid a lot more than you did. And if you're here, you are in the right place at the right time. May I ask which one's selling best? Because my favorite...
Right now, the heart is selling the best, which is a little concerning as it is the one that is the most limited right now. If you love this heart, if you just know it's going to go great with everything else that you already love to wear, I would move quickly on that heart. It is our best seller and our most limited. Leaf is going to be number 2. There's a little bit more of that substantial look with the leaf if you really want one to rule them all. I also think it's fairly gender neutral. I love that as a gift. And I also believe the same for the Mariner. But really, you could wear all 3 of these together. And think about that. It's under $30 to get all 3 home. Everyone's entitled to a flex payment. You don't need to be using your HSN card. It's just really any major credit card. And you say, ship it to me right now. I just want to pay a third. And we do it. So that's under $10 to get this home right now. Remember, it is that genuine Italian bronze that Paul's mentioning with the gold-plated look that would come with, forget an extra digit, an extra couple digits.
A bunch of digits.
A
yeah,
whole bunch of digits.
Listen, you guys are smart. You know the price of, jewelry when you go to the mall. You know what they get charged.
It's impossible.
A price like this, you're thinking, oh, that might be jewelry for, teenagers or something. This is grown-up girl jewelry. This is rich girl jewelry.
Stunning.
And here's the thing with rich girls. They stack up our jewelry with their real stuff all the time, and they pretend they've got a whole armful of gold on. But they don't.
Well, you know what they call it? They call it a daily stack.
A daily stack.
Your daily stack or your daily wear. And I see this all the time. They're always trending. People say, you know, rate my daily stack, rate my daily wear. Because there are some that you'll change in and out. But let's face it, if you have about 8 or 9 pieces that you love more than anything, who's stopping you from putting them on every day?
Nobody.
Nobody. That's right.
Oh,
look how gorgeous these 3 are for your daily stack. Remember, you not only have the option of which chain to wear. You're seeing closest to the wrist on Valerie. That's the leaf. The heart's in the middle. The mariner is the farthest up. And those 3 right now, all on sale, $45 off retail, getting them home for under 10, and you also get to choose your size, small, medium, or large. We love that. VIP Thursdays is excellent because you can save $20 on any order of $80 or more. As long as you're using that HSN card, you get your savings on VIP Thursdays. And we also have a promotion today. If you don't yet have an HSN card, you can go ahead and sign up for one, and we have a $40 offer today. That's almost as very high as we go. Usually it's 10 or 15. We get excited by that, but if you call the number on your screen, you won't have to wait for us to mail you the card. We'll give you your new card number right there over the phone, and then you can use that card to grab something. Maybe wait for something that's over $40 and you'll get a full $40 off of it. How about this next item? The Jewelry Solutions 12-piece set. This is a half-off item, by the way, $87 off retail. Use that card. When you apply, it'll be under 10 total. You have your choice still of the gold tone or the silver tone. You're not just getting the 3 exclusive magnet clasps. That's what you're seeing right here on the side. Where am I? Here they are. These are those magnet clasps, the barrel, the heart, and the round magnet clasp. You're also getting a 1, 2, and 3-inch extender included, and 6 of the clutch backs, which you're going to see. These just have everything accounted for. Your earring ritual has just been upgraded.
You know, I find clutch bags to be one of the greatest opportunities to improve in the world because people haven't changed them in a million years. And we're constantly evolving and looking at it. If you look at the shape of the clutch bags, I'm just talking about the earring bags right now.
Right.
There's what we call a bullet shape. And inside of that bullet is silicone, and it encases the entirety of the post on your earring. What does that mean? Never again will you feel a post stab you in the neck when you lay down because it's completely covered, and they feel secure, and they hold in the most gorgeous, beautiful way. The magnets, we are known for our magnets because we went to the Italians and we said, could you please help us invent a magnet that we feel good about putting on our fine jewelry, so we feel secure. And so they did, and we did, and we've done this now for 3 years. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of our magnets have been spoken for. Everybody paid a lot more than this. This is the first set that actually fits your fine jewelry chains at home. And that's something you guys asked for. You said, make a set that fits our fine jewelry chains. Now, if you haven't tried a magnet yet and put it on, it is such a glorious, wonderful feeling because no more struggling to put on a bracelet. This is my bracelet. I put on an extender and a magnet, and now I put on the whole bracelet. That's how getting dressed is this morning, right?
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Put up, there goes my bracelet. No more fumbling, where are the glasses, trying to find them. This bracelet doesn't fit me, so I used one of our extenders, which also comes in the box, to make it longer, because I couldn't put it on at all at the size it was, and then I put the heart magnet on it. You get all 3 magnets, you get all 3 extenders, you get 3 pairs of our fabulous earring backs. Trust me, the earring backs change your life alone. My sister buys our magnets all the time. I said, stop it, I'll send them to you. And she's like, oh, I don't mind. She's like, it has changed my life. She's like, I'm wearing jewelry I couldn't wear in years. I couldn't put it on anymore. She said, all my bracelets, I'm shopping in my own closet. This is your solution. I love that. Right, this is your solution set. You're getting earring backs. You're getting 3 magnets. You're getting 3 extenders. Absolutely expands your existing jewelry wardrobe. Plus, it's Bellezza, so it's bronze, you know it's gonna last, and it's plated with 18 karat gold, so the color is right. If you have sterling silver, or if you have white gold, or if you have yellow gold jewelry, these clasps and extenders will match your jewelry. In fact, the bracelet I was showing you is actually 18 karat gold jewelry. And I put our stuff on, you can't tell. It matches perfectly. Isn't that great? It just makes getting dressed so much easier. The earring magnets make things so much more comfortable. They're easy to grab the way we design them. Even if you have acrylic nails, they're not hard to grab. And I don't know, the extenders give you a lot of play because, you know,
They sure do.
how often do you put on a top or a dress or something and you put on your necklace and you're like, oh no, it's the wrong length for my sweetheart or for my scoop or for my V or for my, you all know that. You put it on, you're like, oh, the necklace is hitting in the wrong place. Comes, well, that's add an extender, take an extender off, whatever it needs, and now you have a custom-made necklace for your look.
The independence of being able to put on a necklace in seconds and take it off in seconds. I love what you said about your sister shopping in her own closet again. This is why we don't put on a lot of our items, is there's just a difficult process of maybe it's the fingernails, maybe it's dexterity, maybe it's the thing is too small, and why is it so small and I can't see it? And oftentimes that is the reason I don't wear it, or heaven forbid, I wear it too much. Now I'm wearing it in the shower because it was too hard to take off. If you have a half of a second, if you can right now just touch the back of your head, you can now take off your necklace in a half of a second. Remember, you're getting 3 of those magnet clasps, and these just alone have sold for $20, $25. You can find them at this particular quality selling for $50 a piece elsewhere. We are giving you 3 in this set, along with the 3 Bellezza bronze extenders, 1-inch, 2-inch, and 3-inch. Now think about that necklace that doesn't fit perfectly, like Paul was saying. Maybe it was just a little bit too tight. Well, you're getting all 3 of those extenders with this set. So to not only be receiving the gold or the silver in the 1, 2, and 3-inch on the extenders, you're also getting all 3 of the magnets. Those backs that you mentioned, Paul, I just recently got a pair of earrings, and I was so disappointed to see what the backs were that came with them.
Tiny little clutch backs.
Yeah, they look like little butterfly, the clutch backs.
That a child couldn't grab onto.
No,
you know?
you drop it, it's gone forever until you're lucky if you step on it, because then that's the only way you're ever going to find it.
That's exactly right, because when you step on it, they bend because they're cheap metal and blah, blah, blah.
It's horrible.
So, earring backs are one of the most fabulous things to replace and will change your life because they're easy to grasp. They hold your earring in place way better than the backs that come with most earrings. And they're comfortable because they're bullet designed so that it covers the entirety of the post. No more sticking your neck into the post with your earring, nor laying down and going, ow. That's not going to happen to you with those.
No, no. This heart is so beautiful. I'm thinking doing it and then taking a chain that doesn't have a pendant, flip it around backwards, and make the heart the focal point now of the necklace.
Oh, that would be so cute.
This would be so cute, even in like, you know, maybe a 16-inch chain or something, so you can really see that heart. And I'll show you here again. If you don't, we do have a really wonderful pendant coming up, but if you have a chain that just needs a little bit of a moment, I love the heart. The other ones are pretty too, but look, all you have to do is release and it will find itself again, and now you have the magnet. So clipping one time your Bellezza onto the magnet and then clipping one time the magnet onto the necklace, that's it. You never have to clip and unclip again, and it just takes seconds. By the way, getting all 12 pieces home for $1, and I don't know what it is, 15 cents maybe a piece. This is the best value you're going to get on each piece of Bellezza in today's show. A huge discount off of retail at $87 off. And remembering, we do still have both of those colorways available. They're selling fairly evenly, but it's most likely the gold tone will sell out first. And you are not choosing on that wonderful solution. You're getting all 12. Okay, this is a new product, isn't it, Paul?
This is new.
I love her already.
This is made for you in Italy, and this is astonishing because we have 3 hooks on each side so that you can stack your necklaces. Now you see here, we've hooked 3 necklaces to the magnet. So now you can put on all 3 with just one click. And so you only make it one time. I wanted to show you how versatile they are.
Oh my goodness.
Because I put, what do I have on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 chains at the moment, okay?
Oh,
I put
wow.
5 chains on here, and I can put them on just like that.
Look at that.
So here's what you do. You make your stack, and you put it on. You're all proud of yourself, and you're like, ooh, I want to make another stack. Now, you've got a lot of jewelry. We know that. So you end up wanting more than one. Our magnets become customer picks always. On the last set we had, I forgot to tell you, there's over 24 perfect reviews on the set. Well, this is our super magnet from Italy, and it holds Well, frankly, I've got 7 chains on my neck, and I've got 5 on here. So I think 7's as high as I've gone on these. But the magnet's super strong.
Wow.
And you can just build your stack one time, build that beautiful, this is all Bellezza. And then, boom, that's it. The last time. So it's so easy to get dressed. Oh my gosh. Now, I know you look at that price and you're like, that's an expensive magnet. Well, let me tell you, we're in the land that builds Ferraris, okay? They build Lamborghinis. They know what they're doing when it comes to technical detail. When I went to them and I said, I want a super magnet. I want the Ferrari of magnets. I want the Lamborghini of magnets. I want the best we can possibly do. They did it. And yes, it costs a little more money, but it's the last magnet you'll ever buy. You don't need to. Wow. And you know what? You could wear it with one if you wanted to. It's behind your neck. Nobody's going to see it. But it's so liberating to just have a stack on one magnet. It's just like so easy to get dressed in the morning. I just love it. And to take it off at night, and to take it off when you shower, you get in the pool. That's what I find. I used to not take my jewelry off when I should because it was too much of a pain.
Oh, yeah.
And now it's easy. I just go bloop, and off it goes just like that. Isn't that just fabulous?
It is, and if you love these chains that I'm wearing, the sparkle chain necklace, the limitless sparkle here, we have just sold out of the 24-inch, but we have 17 left in the 20, which is this middle one, and we have 40 left in the 18, and those are moving quickly as well, so you're getting this home for 16 and change or 19 and change on our flex payment. But to put 3 of your necklaces together, by the way, the chains don't all have to be the same. You can mix and match whatever you'd like.
I
And look at the moment.
Here. I mix on my neck. I mixed and match.
Done.
In fact, if the camera comes back to you, I'll show you what's on my neck. So on my neck is a pound of jewelry. I literally get a crink in my neck from wearing this. And there's some gold in here, 14 karat, 18 karat, but mostly it's bronze, and it's held on with one of our magnets.
Wow.
And I would not trust my gold jewelry to magnets until we invented a super magnet. Because everything I tried from that online store where you shop was junk. I didn't care what I paid for it, it did not hold my jewelry on.
Wow.
Read our reviews. People love our magnets. People love them. They're life-changing. My sister's like, oh my gosh, she's like, I'm wearing so much jewelry I didn't wear before. I'm changing every day. I love it. You will too.
I feel like you really listen to the customers and their reviews at Bellezza. And Paul, you really think, what is the only way that we could have improved on perfection? And that is how our 3-strand magnetic fastener was born. It's really, truly the only way we could have improved on the perfection of the magnet clasp. Now you can have multiple, 6, 8, necklaces, whatever your neck mess may be, on and off in a moment with the best of the magnets. You cannot do better than this. And I even love, by the way, the stunning bronze you have on here on the 2 posts. It's just beautiful. Home for under 20. Remember, on our flex pay, the price will go back to 90. And just imagine, that's all it takes. Wow. Love, love, love this.
That's great.
It's great, Paul.
Even if you bought 3 of our magnets, you'd be out $90. And
That's right.
That's still 3 magnets you got to put on. This is one and done. This is like a little liberating magnet.
It is
I'm
liberating.
going to call it a liberating magnet.
Paul, have you heard about the 24/7 live on TikTok? It's just launched as of yesterday.
No, tell me.
Yep, going live 24/7 on QVC's TikTok. We're the first U.S. brand to do so. If you don't have the app yet, you can download it and shop HSN and QVC on TikTok Shop.
Wow.
I'm on there. Natasha Lloyd TV.
You know, of course you're on there.
We're going to take a little break. When we come back, more Bellezza.
This Customer Appreciation Month, we are throwing a special weekend-long party just for you.
The gang's all here, and we're bringing our best brands,
appreciation price deals, gratitude-filled savings,
and super special surprises. Join us for Appreciation Celebration Weekend starting this Friday at midnight.
My singular goal is to improve the quality of people's lives. Everything we do is intended to be unlike any other company of our kind. We just make exceptional vitamins so you could have exceptional health. It's not important that you get the products I'm offering, but it's very important that you get the information I'm sharing, because information is the key to being a healthy person.
Something special for you. Sign up for HSN emails and take 15% off your next single item purchase. You'll get exclusive offers, early access, and the latest updates sent straight to your inbox. Love to save? Visit hsn.com to learn more.
perfect time for me to say thank you and tell you how much I appreciate you and truly love you.
That was such a fun shoot with all the paint.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You know, we play with jewelry on breaks, too.
we do. I was
wonder-
just admiring something that's coming up tonight. Are
Yeah.
you kidding me?
I know, it's brand new. It's from one of my favorite workshops in Italy. You'll have to tune in at 5 if you want to see that, but I did want to give you a little sneak peek. It's like we twisted them together. Oh my God, this show is not over. We have lots of goodies coming.
I know, and also
Are you
if you
ready?
love that two-tone, when you get that silver on gold two-tone, it really does tie everything together.
As does that.
What a wonderful way to do it in this cuff. This is the B Lira Bronze triple woven cuff. Love that two-tone, but most importantly, the ever popular B Lira, genuine B Lira from the 50s. We have 101 total left.
Do you know why? Because we can't find the B liras anymore.
Oh.
You know, my man who finds them in Rome, his name is Andrea, and he says to me, B lira, she is done. I cannot find anymore.
Oh no. And people love them, they collect them. We have the pendants here on the lira. You know, if you are someone who wants to create the whole set, a lot of people love cuffs because there is no fumbling with a clasp. It always fits, it's beautiful, but this is almost like getting 3 bracelets in one, Paul.
Well, plus that beautiful B lira. If you don't know the history of the B lira, it hasn't been in circulation since 1959. And it was created by the Italians for the end of World War II as a promise to the Italian people they would never, ever go through that again. So on one side is the B, which is a symbol of luxury and prosperity and goodness and things. And then on the other side is an olive branch, the symbol of peace. And the Italians actually call this the oliva, lira di oliva, which means olive. But we call it the bee because we just love this bee. It's such a symbol, you know. Harper's Bazaar wrote a couple of years ago, Gucci put the bzzz back in bees, you know. It's like, bees are hot. And this is two-tone. So you have, first of all, you're getting a coin that was already 80 years old, right? Or 60 at the minimum. And so it's an antique. You're actually acquiring an antique. That's why they're hard to find. Wow. And then we mount it for you beautifully so you can show off both sides of the coin when someone says, oh, I love that. Is that real? Yeah, you bet it's real. And then we mounted this gorgeous, this is made for you in Italy. And I appreciate that, you know, it's an investment piece, but you'll have it forever. And it'll be gorgeous and you'll get so many compliments. There's nothing like our Lira jewelry because it's real. You can go to the luxury stores, like the one that starts with N and ends with Arcus, and they sell replica Lira jewelry starting at $200. It's not even real.
Not even real, genuine liras, and this is why Bellezza is becoming known for this. Truly one of their benchmarks is taking these genuine liras that are difficult to find. People will collect these just in a plastic case. And you're now able to wear this on your wrist. And can I tell you, if there's 2 things I want to carry with me, it is hope and peace. I think all of us could just use a slight reminder that there is hope and there is peace to be found. We can find it within ourselves. And to have this there on my wrist, to take it home for $33 and change, it's just spectacular, so beautiful, authentic, but most importantly, if I can remind myself of those 2 things just by looking at this and knowing its history, that's priceless for me, Paul.
I like that.
It is.
You're a very emotionally savvy person.
Well, you know, I will do a lot to try to find peace and hope. And sometimes it's a prayer, and sometimes it's a piece of jewelry, and sometimes those 2 things, I think, can be wound together here.
It sounds like how I search for ice cream.
Do you have any hope and peace in a cone, please?
Exactly.
Oh, so beautiful. Congratulations to everyone who's able to grab this. I think I love the idea of having him as a friendship bracelet, too.
Oh, yeah.
You know, for someone that you love, a little hope and a little peace for both of you. I love the size on this, too. It will fit all wrist sizes, so that's great. A quick little peek at these very limited earrings that we have for you today. These are the textured and polished doubled hoop earrings. So you have 3 options to choose from. There's a full silver tone, a full gold tone, and then the 2-tone, which has just sold out, so bye-bye. Now we have the silver tone and gold tone here, originally $50. Today we have them for under $25, getting them home for $8 and change on Flex. And these are beautiful, about 1 1/16 length on these. Well, I'd love to have these along with the other set of 2, Paul, and truly get a new hoop wardrobe.
Nothing better than a new hoop wardrobe. It's uplifting, life-changing, makes you happy, makes you smile.
Oh, we have less.
You deserve it too.
You do deserve it, and it's at a price that you won't regret, that you don't have to overthink, and you'll always find the place and the occasion to wear them. Very quick look at the honeycomb frame pendant. So here we are talking about the B Lira on the cuff. Imagine having the full look, the suite, and you can't wear it if you don't buy it. Under $50, home for $16 and change. That same peace and hope. Wow, half off. Now, how many did you say we have total of these? 300 total. So we had 400 before we came on air today. So about 300 total left here. No one anywhere in the world has it with this honeycomb. I have tried to find it, Paul. This is exquisite.
Also done for you in Italy, and I know the designer very well who did this design, and her name is Giuliana, and she is so talented. And of course, the honeycomb references the actual B in the lira.
I love it.
And if you look at the obverse side of the coin, the back of the coin, you'll see that the olive branch is there, but you'll see that we mounted in such a way that the coin is actually protected. And that's how, you know, when you're getting a coin that hasn't been in circulation since 1959, you really want to take care of it. So we're careful, and we design so that you can show both sides of your coin, tell the story about peace, hope, prosperity, and the end of war. And it can be that little touchstone piece as a pendant. It's just a pendant. Necklace comes separately, but our pendants are normally about $89, so, or $79.
Well, this one was a $100, and when we launched it, it was $100. I remember.
It's because that darn B Lira's gotten so expensive.
These are investment pieces.
They are.
Imagine grabbing something that will never be in circulation again. You know that it is authentic. Wearing it there, I love one on the heart and one on the wrist. I think grabbing this with the cuff, although there are 300 of these left, we have about 50 in that cuff left, so I think grabbing them as the suite would just be so lovely, and to be able to wear that. I love being able to see, though, my moments of peace and inspiration, and to be able to look down at the wrist and find that there on the cuff. It's gonna be hard to take this one off of me. Let's talk about these rings. Oh my goodness.
That is not the graphic.
Beautiful bypass ring here. You have 2 options to choose from, gold tone and silver tone. Paul, is this price right? Are these under $20 total?
This is
That's not even the flex. Whoa.
It's what we call an opportunity buy.
Okay.
Folks love our rings. You guys love our rings because they last and last and last, and they look like they're solid gold. They feel like they're solid gold. The beauty of working in bronze. This one's brand new. You've never seen it before.
What's with the price?
I know.
What?
Isn't that astonishing?
This is amazing.
I got so excited when I saw it, to get one of our rings for, you know, a crisp $20 bill. I mean, come on. To get the look of 18 karat gold jewelry made for you in Italy for that amount of money. Hello, you are in the right place
Oh my gosh,
at the
I'm
right
putting
time.
on both. I have to.
Oh, you should.
So we have sizes 5 to 10 available here. They are so soft. I'm gonna use your comfy wumpy because they are so wonderfully comfortable on the hand. And look at the amount of bang you are getting for your buck. Under $10 to get home. That's just 2 flex pays. I honestly thought the $19.98 was the flex and these were $60. To have these full owned at under 20 is unheard of, and they're so beautiful. I'm wearing the 8 here. It's not just a ring finger ring. You could really choose any ring for your handscape and have it there, and it's going to make a wow moment.
Oh yeah, pick the size where you have an open spot on your hand and get it home. You know, my favorite review one of your friends and neighbors wrote was that she said, "I'm a bartender and I'm in and out of water for 8 hours every night with my ring," and she's like, "It just looks like new." Years later, it just keeps going. She's like, I just had to write and tell you how good the jewelry is that you make. Well, we start with pure Italian bronze. That's the jeweler's, the sculpture, metal of sculptures. My brain just went dead.
Yes,
and
yes.
You think about sculptures that you see, you know, in Italy. Maybe it's that bronze horse statue that you see in Milan, or maybe it's the bronze statues you see in Venice. They're 5, 6, 7, sometimes over 1,000 years old, and they look like new because they're bronze. Well, that's what we work in. We work in bronze, and then we give it the color of 18-karat gold, either yellow gold or white gold. It's done in such a way that they last and last and last. And because we use the same workshops that do this in gold, they're comfortable because we don't skimp, we don't cut any of the corners. We make it exactly, it's called a comfort fit. And you know when you put them on, you're like, ooh, that's a good ring. That's what that feels like.
You will wear this all day and wash your hands in it and swim in it and take the shower in it because it's bronze and it will last and last and last. This is the gold tone, very popular, under $10 to get home. Cannot believe our appreciation price. It will go back up to $30, and here's my prediction. You're going to end up buying another one of these at $30 in a different size, so you'll have more than one so you can wear them on different fingers at different times. If you are a size 8, 9, or 10, those usually sell out first, and I would not wait on this one. How beautiful and totally giftable because they are evergreen, always spectacular, always polished, very modern but also timeless. And you can't go wrong with your color tones here. I think people are going to be grabbing both of these, Paul, both color tones.
I know, I was like, yeah, you gotta. Listen, you know, this is pure Italian bronze, the metal of sculptures. And you look down at your hands 300 times a day at least. And so you'll see the beautiful ring adorning your hand. Now, my whole theory is the older I get, the less I like the way my hands look. They show my age worse than anything else. And so I have rings on every finger because I want people to go like, wow, fabulous rings. They don't even see my hands anymore. So, you know, stack them up. It is so in. If the camera comes back, I did want to show, if you just tuned in, the 2,000-year-old ring that is also made of bronze. Because that's the metal that we work with, the metal of sculptures. My ring that was found in Mesopotamia, 2,000 years old. This ugly brown thing was on Earth when Jesus walked the earth. It's bronze. That's bronze. This might have had gold on it at one point. Probably did, because the Romans invented the technique of putting gold on bronze. But, you know, over 2,000 years, it finally wore off. Here it is, bronze. Maybe somebody will find your ring in 2,000 years and go, I wonder what fancy lady had that beautiful ring. Because it'll still be there.
Amen.
It'll still be there. Metal is a forever metal. $20 to get this home. Oh, wow. I love customer appreciation. It's so exciting.
I'm very surprised by the price myself. And I just changed the 8 for a 6 just to see how it would look on the ring finger. I'm even more in love. I would be grabbing both. I'd get one so you can have it comfortably on maybe the 4 fingers, and then one for your ring or pinky, because it's so wearable. You won't even feel it on there. And that bypass look, which is when you're getting so much of the beautiful bronze, to get this for under 20 total is just wild. You cannot go wrong in the gold or silver tone. Again, we still have all sizes available, 5 through 10. If you have anything that's in that polished tone, maybe even the ribbed on the hoops that we had that started the show would
go, the twist.
Yes, yes, exactly. Would look so pretty with these.
Think about that teardrop shape. Walked down the runway 3 years ago, I think it was, at Bottega Veneta. It just took the world by storm. This is that shape. We've done it now for your finger. So if you have those teardrop earrings, if you have the teardrop pendant, here's your ring. It goes back to that #1 fashion trend. Not going anywhere. Folks love it. And it's still around. The most exciting news about that whole thing is the designer is moving to Chanel this year. I can't wait to see what he does.
Oh my goodness.
Mathieu Bellezza, I think is how you say his name. But
one more time.
Mathieu Bellezza. something like that. Looks like Matthew Blaze to me, but yeah. Anyway,
I love it.
He's going to Chanel, so just brace yourself because great things are going to be coming. Because since Karl Lagerfeld passed, Chanel's been a little bit sleepy.
I've heard that sentiment.
Yeah, so that's exciting.
And this is exactly what we want. We want to be right there on the cutting edge, but also have something that will last forever. forever. It's not even slow fashion, it's forever fashion when
That's
you're talking
the key
about
for
the bronze.
really,
Yes.
you know, a really talented designer creates something, it creates a moment in time that actually remains timeless.
That's right.
That's what a really great designer does. And that's what we've done here. We've created something that this ring will look beautiful when you get it home. It will surprise and delight. You'll get lots of compliments. And in 10 years, it's still going to look beautiful and right at home on your beautiful hands.
To have this much wearability for under $20 is...
Which one's selling better, gold or silver?
Gold is selling better. And just, you know, this teardrop that Paul is mentioning was initially done in silver. So it does have, you know, that finger on the pulse look. If you do decide to get that silver tone, I think you will kick yourself if you don't grab two. At least the different sizes of the gold tone, wear it as you will. I'm very impressed by how comfortable they are. And Bellezza doesn't do a plethora of rings. To do a ring for Bellezza, it has to be perfection. Perfection.
I like to think all of our jewelry is perfection.
Everything Paul wears is perfection.
I do try to think that.
I do love that ring, though. So we have to move on from that. And now it's time for the surprise. This was a great idea, Paul, to surprise people.
You know what? It's the middle of the day. Let's have a surprise.
Let's have a surprise. And if it's not a cocktail, let's make it jewelry. So we...
I was thinking ice cream again. I was. You know, I made an affogato last night.
Oh, my goodness.
I love that. Espresso on ice cream.
Oh, that sounds good, the affogato.
My other half's like...
Affogato, what it's called.
I forgot it. So it's going to keep you up. And I was like, no, I'm too tired. I can handle it.
You can handle it. Well, come alive with this item because the price got me really snappy. Here we have the rope and here we have the Byzantine. We mentioned these earlier. They're 18-inch chains. And if either one is speaking to you, the chain here of royalty or the rope chain, which is the one I've been wearing in the gold, for under $50, you will be getting the chain that everyone loves. We have those all in the one size, but you will also be receiving two extenders, either in the gold or the silver. We've never done this before.
So that's an upgrade. Our extenders would be like $30.
This is an upgrade, there's no doubt. You'll help me with this, and there we go, lovely.
Okay.
They made it, onto the platform. This is the gold or the silver that will match back to the necklace of your choice. If you just want that little bit of the extra drape, gorgeous there in the décolletage, you will be receiving the two extenders for free. But now,
but wait, there's more.
in the additional surprise that no one could believe we were able to bring these down from this price, $174 retail. The bracelets alone retail for $80, $79. And now we are including the bracelet absolutely free. The $79 bracelet that before had to be purchased separately will match back to whether you're using the rope in the silver, the rope in the gold, the Byzantine silver, or Byzantine gold. The $79 bracelet is included absolutely free. So you see again, the 18-inch chain for under $50. This chain was a $95 necklace. We took $45 off the necklace, are now including two extenders and the bracelet. $80 bracelet, absolutely free to create the entire set. I've been wearing this bracelet. I'm wearing it in the small medium. We have two sizes, small medium or medium large. Wow.
And you don't have the extender in, right?
I don't have the extender and I'm in the small medium. Yep.
What size is your wrist?
I have a smaller wrist, around a six.
About a 6?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It's good to know.
It is good to know.
Yeah. Listen, we all know the Italians make the best jewelry. We know the Italians make the jewelry for every major jewelry house in the world, in 18-karat gold, in platinum, in rose gold. That's what they do. And we talked them into doing it for us in bronze. And I started this 16 years ago talking to them about doing it, and they first told me no. Because to work in another metal, you have to get new equipment, very expensive. But finally I can be very convincing over a plate of pasta, and they now work for us. So the workshop that does these does them in 18-karat gold, 14-karat gold, as well as for us in bronze. As far as I know, they don't do it for anybody else in bronze. So you're just choosing, do I want the rope or do I want the Byzantine? Now the rope is the most popular chain in the world. You're getting with the rope necklace, two extenders, and a coordinating free bracelet. This is the largest gauge we've ever done. It's about 5 millimeters, so it looks rich. Think about the celebrities that you see on air. Think about the singers, the sports stars, how incredibly grand their jewelry is. Well, now yours is too. And this is an opportunity buy. The man who owns and runs the factory, workshop really more than a factory, that makes Byzantine and makes rope for the Italians, is the dad of a gal that I work with very closely. And I said, do you think your dad might do us a favor? And she's like, I'll have to buy him a plate of pasta and a glass of wine. I was like, go ahead, yeah, do it. So he agreed. And so these are made for you in the best workshop. Oh, here we are in Italy, probably talking about that plate of pasta and a glass of wine. And it's just so wonderful to be able to have something Italian made in your wardrobe, to be able to add that to your repertoire, because it's expensive, it's rare. If you went and found this necklace in Italy, let's say you were in Venice and you were looking on St. Mark's Square, they would have one, and it might be $350 just the necklace, and you know what? You might buy it because you're like, when am I gonna be back, right? You know, we all shop like that when we're on vacation. That's just normal. And so we brought that to you. They're made for you in Italy. They're all solid, pure Italian bronze. They feel like solid gold. You cannot tell the difference. Look at them all together. I put all the colors together, and I did it on one of our fabulous magnets, because if you picked up the three-way magnet, you might want to pick up all the colors and treat yourself to that look. Isn't that just glorious? Oh, and I love that it's two-tone. I love that I call that permission jewelry. So you get the rope or you get the Byzantine. You get the necklace and you get the bracelet free, and you get 2 extenders. Our extenders would normally be $40.
Right.
Because we make them out of bronze and we plate them in gold. They're beautiful. They change the way you wear your jewelry. That's what they do. You just choose today, am I a Byzantine girl or am I a rope girl? Now the Byzantine link, the link of kings, the link of royalty, dates back to Constantinople in about 300 AD. Wow. And has been recognized ever since as the link of royalty. It's just one of those links, because there's 6 individual pieces for every one of those links that has to be woven together by hand. The machine still doesn't exist that can do this. So they look astonishing. They look like they're gold. They feel like they're gold. Ooh, the nice thing about bronze and gold, when they're in their melted state, or smelted as we say in the biz, look exactly the same. You cannot tell the difference. It's only when bronze hardens that it does something gold doesn't do. It takes on even more character, more detail, because it expands into the mold. So you end up getting jewelry that has even better, crisp, gorgeous sparkle and shine to it, because bronze is the metal of sculptures. It's really great. You'll have this necklace for the rest of your days. Maybe your daughter might want one of these. And with the extenders, you don't have to worry, will it fit, right?
Right.
You don't have to be concerned about that. So the small, all you choose the bracelet size, right? The small fits about a 6.5 inch wrist, right? And
On the small medium, about 6.5. And you, again, of course, you could use that extender on the bracelet. And then the medium large is about 7 inches with the detachable 1 3/4 extender, which can get up to about an 8.5 inch wrist. And everyone is loving the Byzantine that you're seeing right now on Valerie. She's wearing the gold chain, $95 chain. Sale price today, under $50, including both extenders in that gold. If you choose that Byzantine gold necklace you're seeing on Valerie, and many of you are, we're including the two extenders, excuse me. But now, the $79 bracelet for absolutely nothing is included as well, to make that full look, the look that would have been $174 until today. Remember, you do have your 3 flex payments available, so this will be $16 and change to get home on FlexPay with any major credit card, $12.50 if you're using your HSN card to get these home. And we do still have both in stock in both colorways, but I will say the gold on the Byzantine is selling the best, and we have half as many right now in the rope. So I would say if you love that gold rope, that would be one that would be an important to look at sooner than later. I mean, for under $50, Paul.
You know what?
It's try-me prices.
It is try-me prices, and we don't get to do this ever, frankly.
No.
Now, we did this necklace and bracelet set last year or 2 years ago as a today's special, and it was $89, okay? So this is $30 less than that, and we added the extenders to it. So when we tell you the value here is extraordinary, we kid you not. You are getting jewelry that's crafted for you by hand. Fatto a mano in Italia. That's what they say, by hand. Fatto a mano. And you can tell when you open the box, you're like, wow, that's beautiful. You put it on and you're like, oh, they look gorgeous, because it's Italian jewelry. It looks like it's gold. Looks like it's a $20,000 necklace. Looks like it's a $10,000 bracelet. That's how they look.
It really does. And by the way, I think the bracelet goes beautifully with the cuff we had earlier that I've been wearing both together. Look how fun that is as a little wristscape here.
I like to think that you could, with Bellezza, you can reach into your jewelry box with your eyes closed and everything everything works. Everything works. That's really how I think about it when we put the collection together.
See how beautiful these two are together? This cuff we had earlier, and then I'm wearing the rope chain on the bracelet. I just think they're so pretty. Paul, you're coming back at 5 p.m. We'll be lucky to see you then.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here with me.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
This was so wonderful. Thank you.